Hey guys, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I'm Kishore and today I will be solving a classic Sudoku created by Qinlux. This Sudoku has been taken from the CTC Discord server and the title of this Sudoku is Cross Dial. The link to solve this is in the description of the video. Please do give it a try and come back and watch the video. And if you're enjoying our videos, do consider supporting us on our Patreon page. We have opened up a Patreon page, so please do consider supporting us. We'd really appreciate that. So I'll start the Sudoku now. Classic rules apply. Each row, each column, and 3x3 box in the grid has digits 1 to 9 without any repetitions. So these are the rules. We'll start the Sudoku now. Okay, there is a 1 in column 4 and column 6, so that gives a 1 here. Let's start with some corner markings. Okay, there are only two ones in the grid, so there is not much information that we can get from ones. Let's go to twos. 2 in row 5 has to be in one of these two cells. And similar to 1, there are only two twos in the grid. So for example, if you look at this box, there are 3 places where the 2 can go. Similarly, 3 places where the 2 can go here. Same here and same here. So I don't think we can get anything here, right? Although I'm noticing something weird here with the 2s, but let's come back to that later. For now, we'll focus on the corners, just doing the basic stuff. 3 can't be in row 1, 3 can't be in column 2, so that gives 3 in one of these two cells, which means 3 must be in one of these two cells. And 3 in row 4, row 5 gives me a 3 in one of these two cells. That's nice. We are getting something with the 3s. 3 can't be in row 8. 3 cannot be in column 2. So that gives a 3 here. This seems fun, guys. This Sudoku already seems fun. Okay. So let's get into the 4s now. 4 cannot be in row 1. 4 cannot be in row 2. So 4 has to be here. And because of this 4, I'll get my 4 here. And that gives a 4 in one of these two cells in column 6. 4 cannot be in row 8. 4 cannot be in column 8. So that gives a 4 in these two cells. Okay. 4 in column 2 has only this domino. And it has to go in one of these two cells. Okay, that's about it, I think. As far as the 4s are concerned, let's go to the 5s now. 5 cannot be in column 2. 5 cannot be in column 1. So that gives a 5 in this area. So 5 goes here. The theme sounds, the title sounds really interesting, cross dial. Maybe it's supposed to mean something. Okay, there are only 2 5s in the grid. And I don't think we can get much information with that. So let's look at the 6ers. So 6 cannot be in column 7 and 9. So that gives a 6 in here. Perfect. And 6 in row 1 must be in these 3 cells. But I don't think I'm going to mark that now. Can we play with the 6s more? 6 has 4 cells here, 4 options here. Okay, let's go to the next digit. 7 cannot be in row 2, 7 cannot be in row 3, 7 cannot be in column 5. So that gives 7 in here. And 7 cannot be in row 9, 7 cannot be in column 5. So 7 has 3 options here. Okay, 7 in column 1 goes in here. So lots of corners we have marked. I kind of feel that when we get a crucial digit, all these corners are going to be pushed into their original places. Okay, I don't think we can do much more with the 7s. Look at the 8s. 8 in column 4 has to be in these two cells. And if you look at row 2 now, 8 cannot be here in row 2 column 2. 8 cannot be in these two cells because of the 8 being here, which means that 8 must be in these two cells. And 8 cannot be in row 6, 8 cannot be in column 9, so that gives an 8 in these two cells. Wow, this is fun, guys. Look at the amount of corners already in the grid, and we have not made a single center candidate yet. Everything working by corners. This is really fun. Okay, let's look at the nines now. 9 cannot be in column 8, 9 cannot be in row 2, so that gives me a 9 in these two cells. And there are only 2 9s in the grid, so I suspect we would get more with these 9s. Okay, so time to start making center candidates now. So coming back to what I said I will come back to earlier. So I noticed that if this is a 2, I mean this, let me highlight that. If the red cell is a 2, notice where the 2 goes in box 9. 2 has to be here, and this will be a 2. So this seemed really interesting to me. Okay, this seems really interesting because that gives me all the 2s in the grid. The moment you have a 2 in here, you can get every 2 in the grid. And many of the digits set in their place. So, but let's just not use that now because nothing concrete is coming out of that. It looks really interesting, but nothing concrete. So 1 in row 9 has only 2 options, either row 9 column 9 or row 1 column 9. So kind of many corners are going into many cells and they're kind of forced. So let's try making center marking now. Look at this box. So before that, I'm not sure if I want the 1 in these two cells. So let's try to remember that because it seems confusing. So look at this box now, 4, 5, 7, 8 and column 2. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 are eliminated. So remaining digits are 1, 2, 6, 9. So this will be 2, 6, 9 and this will be 1, 2, 6 and 9. I feel as though we are diversifying from the intended logic by doing these center candidates here. But how do I keep the Sudoku going? The 2 in column 9 has 2 cells. Let me use an color. The 2 in column 9 has to be in these 2 cells. The 2 in row 1 has to be in these red cells. Okay. I mean, the 1 in row 9 has to be in these red cells. Did I say 2? The 1 in row 9 has to be in these red cells. So let me think here. Not able to conclude something. I feel there is something, but I'm unable to see what that is exactly. So if row 9 column 1 is a 3, we instantly get many digits. This becomes a 1 in row 9. This becomes a 2. And in column 1, 2 has only one cell left now. 2 has to be here. And the 3 goes here. This is really interesting, guys. Really interesting. Okay, look at this. These 4 cells and the center cell cannot be 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 8 or 9. So this is 1 and 2. Let's just mark that. And I'm going to make an exception here, write some center candidates. 6, 7, 8, 9 and 1 and 4 are eliminated. So these two cells must be 2, 3, 5. So if this is a 4, the 1 goes here, 2 goes here, and 2 is again here. That is something, but I'm able to see, feel something, but not able to find that. Okay, the 2 in column 1, let's just use some colors. What color were we using for the 2's? Yellow, right? The 2 in column 1 has 3 options, right? For the 2. The 2 in column 9 has exactly 2 options. Is there any other column that is really interesting here? Not really. Okay, so if this is a 1, actually nothing happens. Oh, so look at this cell. The 1 in row 9 can either be here or here. I mean, this cell. So if this is 1, then 3 is forced here and 3 is forced here, right? In the first case, when we assume that this is a 1, 3 is forced here. Let's say this is not a 1. So what happens? So the 1 would be here. So this becomes 1 now. This becomes 2. But this could be a 2 too. Oh. Okay, so let's just write some candidates in here. This can only be 1, 2 or 3. It cannot be 4, 5, 7, 8, 6, 9. So it is 1, 2, 3. And what is this? 3, 8, 6, 7 and 9. So this could be 1, 2, 4 and 5. Not compelled to mark that. 3, 6, 8, 9 and 1, 5 cannot go here. So these two cells must be 2, 4, 7. 4 is eliminated here. 2 is eliminated here. Very interesting. But unfortunately, I'm not hitting on the intended path and I rather seem to be messing up. Look at this cell. It cannot be 3, 4, 6, 7, 1, 8 or 9. So that is a 2 or a 5. I'm not seeing anything here. Okay. So do these by values do something? 2, 5, 2, 7, 4, 7. This cell cannot be 3, 4, 6 and 7, 1 and 2. So this will be 5, 8 and 9. Even 8 is ruled out. So this is 5 and 9. Okay. So why don't I just eliminate these colors? I don't see what they are doing. They're just simply distracting. Remove the colors for now and see even more closely if I'm getting something. So if I'm not wrong, in row 1, 2 must be in one of these two cells. The reason is, let's say if this cell is a 1, this could be 1, 2 or 3, right? So if this cell is a 1, let's put it yellow. Where does the 2 go in? Column 1. 2 has to be in this cell, right? 2 has to be in the red cell. Because 2 and 3 will be forced here. If this is a 1, you have 1, 4, 5, 6 in that column, and 2 and 3 must go into these cells. So 3 goes here and 2 is in the red cell. Suppose if this cell is not a 1, the 1 goes here for row 9. So let's mark 1 in yellow, and the 2 goes here. Awesome. This is awesome. So we can deduce that 2 in row 1 has to be in one of these two cells. This is amazing deduction. The reason is, if you look at these 3 cells now, the cells in green, they cannot be 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1 and 9. So they can only be 6, 7 and 8. What a deduction, Qinlux. Again, an amazing deduction. And I can kind of understand why this is called cross dial. Awesome, awesome deduction. Really stunning deduction here. I so much love this deduction. So 2 is in one of these two cells, and that gives us a triplet here. It cannot be 1, 4, 9. It cannot be 2, 3, 5. So it can only be 6, 7, 8. So that is 8. That is 7. That is 6. Awesome. What a deduction, guys. Really superb. So now the 7 goes here. We can get the 7 here. So 7 will be in one of these two cells. Now we can make some pencil marks. So these 3 cells must be 1, 2, 9. And you have a triplet now, 1, 2, 9. So that gives a 9 in these two cells. Oops, I was planning to make a corner. So that eliminates the 9 here. And that gives a 9 here. Superb. This is simply stunning, guys. And which means you have a 3, 8 pair in box 1. So let's remove this corner. Okay, so 1, 4, 9, 6, 7, 8. So this will be 2, 5. Okay, fine. Keep moving. Keep moving. So this will be a 2, 3, 5, right? Okay, the 6 in column 6 has to be in these two cells. You can't have 6 here, you can't have 6 here, so 6 goes in here. And which means 6 must be in these two cells in column 4. So this cell is kind of reduced in possibilities. It must be 5 or 9. It cannot be 4, 7, 8. It cannot be 1, 2, 3 and 6. Oops, sorry. So this can only be 5 and 9. So if you look at these two cells, they cannot be 3, 6, 8, 9 or a 4 or a 7. So they must be a 1, 2 and 5. 2 is eliminated here. So this is 1, 2, 5. So we have kind of a weird chain here. 1, 5, 2, 7, 2, 5, 1, 2. Something is going on, I'm sure, here. although I'm not certain. So let's keep looking. We got a really cute triplet that should help us. Okay, look at this cell, row 7, column 5. Can't be 178, cannot be 4, 5, 6. So this is 2, 3, and 9. Okay, the 6 in the middle 3 boxes, box 4, 5, and 6. Are they giving a clue? 6 is in one of these 2 cells, 6 is in one of these 2 cells, and 6 is in these 4 cells. Okay, not much of a clue. Ha, this is awesome, guys. Amazing, amazing deduction. What a deduction, guys. Look at this. Because we eliminated this cell as a 2, you remember at the start we had marked these 3 cells as being possible for a 2 in column 1 and these 2 cells as being possible for a 2 in column 9. Now because of this 3, 8 pair, this is eliminated as a 2, which means in column 1 we have exactly 2 cells, and similarly in column 2 we have exactly 2 cells for the 2. And what does that signify? These cells cannot be 2 because we have a typical X-swing pattern. The moment you have row 1, column 1 as a 2, this means that in column 9, row 9, column 9 must be a 2. So which eliminates these cells. If you don't have a 2 in row 1, column 1, then for column 1 you must have a 2 in row 9, column 1. Which means that this will be a 2. So in both the cases we can eliminate all the yellow cells as not being a 2. This is such a cunning deduction, guys. Beautiful. So all the yellow cells can't be a 2, so I'll eliminate the 2 from these cells. Beautiful. This becomes 3, 5. That's not a 3 now. And that gives me a 3 here. Gives me a 3 here. An 8 here. 8 in column 1 has to go in one of these 2 cells. Superb. An amazing Sudoku. One of the best I've solved in a long time. So 3, 5, 7, 8, 6, and 9, and you have 1 here. So this will be a 2 and 4. And this will be a 1, 2, and 4. Okay, this is not a 3. We have not yet sounded the death blow. Okay, this is not a 2. That could have been eliminated from the X-swing. And look at this cell for column 3. So this is 1, 6, and 9. Come on, I'm feeling close now. 3 can't be in these 3 cells. 3 cannot be here. Okay, so in column 6, where does the 3 go? 3 cannot be here. 3 cannot be here because we have a 3 in this domino. So that means there is only 1 cell left. So that's a 3. Removing the 3 from here, so which gives a 2, 5 pair. So in column 6, row 5, this will be 2, 5, 9. Okay, this Sudoku is still hanging in there. So we almost have an X-swing of 1s as well, but thing is this cell is spoiling that. If you look at row 1 and row 9, if this cell is not a 1, we will have an X-swing of 1s, right? Although it doesn't seem to do much, but this cell could be a 1, that is spoiling the show. Okay, I have to see something more here. Okay, I'm just making some pencil marks here. 2 3 5 6. So this is 3 5 6 and this is 2 5 6. I feel as if I found the tougher directions, but I'm not seeing something easy. Okay, the 5 in this row or 5 in this box has to be in these two cells, and 5 is also here. Okay, look at column 9. A different way to look at things. These three cells must have 5 9 in them, right? Because you can't have 5 9 in any of these cells and 5 9 in any of these cells. So 5 9 is in here. 2 3 6 8 5 9. So this cell is 1 4 and 7. Wow, this is really hidden well. And similar idea can be used here. 3 6 4 5. So these will have 7 8. 2 3 7 8. 1 4 5 6 and 9. So not much here. Not much here. Wow, this grid is a mess, guys. I mean, looks a mess already. I'm looking at this cell. It cannot be 2 3 4 6 7 8. So this is 1 5 9. Ah, this is hard. What am I missing? Let me just have a look at the time here. It's 27 minutes, but every minute is worth it. Ah, awesome. This is awesome. Again, a really hidden, very well hidden pair. Look at row 4. Where does the 7 and 8 go? 7 and 8 cannot be in these 4 cells. 7 and 8 cannot go here because you have 7 8 here, and 7 8 cannot go here, which means there are exactly 2 cells for the 7 8 in that row. Amazing, guys, amazing. So this will be a 7 8. This was not easy to see, and which means you can't have a 6 in here. Fantastic. So 6 goes here, 6 goes here, and 6 goes here, and that gives a 5 here. So removing the 5 from this cell, and now this is not a 6, so that's a 1 and a 9. So this will be a 1 5 9 for the row. Come on. Okay, I can eliminate some digits from box 5. That's not a 6, that's a 3 5. So we have a 3 5 pair. Cute. So that gives a 2 in here, which means this will be 5. So this will be 5. And this is not a 5, that's 1 and 2. So the 5 in this box has to be here. This is a 5. And look at this digit. This will be 1 2 and 8. I mean that cell. So this is also 1 2 8. This is a tough Sudoku, guys, that's for sure. You got a 5 in here, which means this is not a 5, so that's a 3, that's a 5. That gives a 3 in here. And this is 1 2 and 9. And you don't have a 5 in here, that's 1 and 9. Okay. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for here. There's so many pencil marks. Okay, this is not a 2. That's 1 and 8, because you have a 2 here that could have been eliminated long back. 2, 3, 9, 5 and 6 and 7. So this is 1, 4, 8. Okay, this is not a 5, because you already have a 5 in row 5, which means there is only one cell for the 5. That's a 5, and this becomes 1, 9, and so 5 in column 9 has to go here. Beautiful. Okay, this is not a 2, that's a 1 and a 9. You have a 2 here. Okay, which means that the 2 has to go here. This is a 4, and the 2 in box 8 goes here. This is not a 2, that's 6, 9. So this is a 7, that's a 4, and this is 1 and 2. And this 7 gives me 8 here. That gives me a 7 here. And 8 here removes the 8 from this cell, places an 8 here. And this is not 4 or 8, so that's a 1, and which means this will be a 7. And that one gives me a 9, gives me a 1, gives me a 9. And this row can be completed. 4 goes here, 1 goes here. So that's a 2 now. That's a 1, that's a 2. That one gives me a 2 and a 1, a 2. And now we have 1, 9. So this will be 9, that will be 1. 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 4. So 9 is here. So that's 9, that's 8. This 9 gives me a 6 here, and 9 here, a 1 here. 1, 2, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6 gives a 6 here and a 9 here. So we have only one digit left. This must be a 4. And with that, we have completed this excellent Sudoku by Qinlux. What a Sudoku, really. An amazing construction. The break point, or you can say the break-in, was finding that row 1 must have 2s at the extremities, and that gave a triplet in box 2. This was one of the best deductions I've ever seen in a classic Sudoku. This was really nice to spot. And even after that, finding the 7-8 pair in row 4 was also crucial. Hope you enjoyed watching me live solve this classic Sudoku. Please consider supporting us on Patreon, and do remember to hit the like button. See you soon. Bye-bye.